Hey everyone. I want to talk about how Archangel Michael has really supported me in my spiritual development on my spiritual path. This is a big reason why I chose to focus on Archangel Michael for my Aligned with the Angels this month, because he has played such a big role in my energy work, in me really coming into getting clarity on my spiritual development path. So, being raised in religion, growing up watching scary movies, and I mean, this is just my own experience, right? I'm just sharing from my perspective, but I grew up having this fear of like spirit, the other like what's on the other side of the veil or whatever you want to call it. And there was just that part that scared me. I was actually terrified. And I always had this big, deep belief in angels and in the world of spirit and in God's source, whatever you want to call the universe, the creator. But there was this fear that was just always there. And that it was that fear that literally prevented me from really fully stepping into this path until like about 4 years ago, like fully. I've been into spiritual stuff like since I was a teenager, like tarot, crystals, oracle cards, all of it. But Archangel Michael, I feel like is that one piece that really helped me to feel safe. And any kind of time that I called him in and just thanked him to come forward, I felt his energy. Even when I wasn't fully practicing, like, I mean, I guess I was always practicing, but I could feel when I thank him for coming in, I could feel just that sense of like that wave of like just comfort of like, okay, I'm not alone. Like somebody's here. I just had this deep trust and feeling that even though I couldn't see him, I just knew. And it's almost like my body's my nervous system would go, and I'm curious if you felt this way, if you worked with Archangel Michael too. And like every time that I would pray or talk to my guides, to spirit, I would usually always call him in. And I always still call him in every single time I meditate, every time I do a reading, at the end of every single reading, and I'll get into that in a minute. But he plays a massive role in my spiritual path because he is so helpful with my own energy, with helping me work with other people's energy, helping me live my day to day life, protecting my energy. That when I'm in a busy atmosphere, or like, say, for example, a busy grocery store, like I'm not feeling like I'm bombarded by everybody's like grumpiness. Like around dinner time, you like the after work, everybody's going to the grocery store after work and they're all grouchy, like they're tired, they've had a long day, they gotta go like buy some food for dinner, that whole thing, right? And so I want to help people and give provide this experience in my Aligned with the Angels focus on Archangel Michael on Tuesday next week. And this beautiful like powerful experience where we're going to call in Archangel Michael. We're going to sit in his energy. Yes, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about him. You'll learn a little bit more about him, but it's the experience. It's just being in that energy, feeling him come in, recognizing his energy, because we're all going to feel energy different ways. I'm very clairvoyant, so I'm going to see him come in. You might be very clairsentient and you just might feel, right? Or you might be clairaudient where you're hearing and you hear, maybe you're hearing like buzzing or vibrations, or you're hearing a voice. Oh my gosh, just like, isn't that beautiful? I'm just like, oh, yes, like that would be lovely. I mean, it's also, I'm saying this because I'm just always in awe of how we all connect, right? Or you just have this knowing, like their claircognizance, like, oh, he's here. I know he's here. Oh, and he's letting me know this, or he's making me feel this, or whatever, right? It's that beautiful, potent, very divine experience where we're going to sit with this energy. And because angels are multidimensional, they can be with numerous people at once. He's going to be with each and every one of us in the group circle, the collective circle, and he's going to bring us what we need, and we're going to have the opportunity to ask him for support. My intention in the Aligned with the Angels workshop on Tuesday is for everyone to feel that and to work and to strengthen their connection to him so that they will feel him quicker. They will have that kind of little sign from him, even if you need to ask him, okay, Archangel Michael, can you give me like any kind of sign right now that I will know it's you or that I'll feel you more or whatever you need from him? An amazing time to ask him. And yes, it's an hour long workshop, and I'll be talking a little bit, teaching a little bit about him, but the meat of it is the experience. And I have to say, like, experiences for me in group collective meetings and meditations and visualizations with gatherings when you're in community with other people are incredibly powerful because so all these people are coming in, blending their energy and literally heightening their it's like getting all these lights. I see like we're all these lights, all of us, these lights that are coming from within all of us. So we're coming together and we're just creating this big light. When all of our energies blend and all of our lights get bigger and bigger, we're just creating this big, beautiful light. And it's powerful and it's strong. And in every single group meditation or experience, I have always had the most profound, I'd say the better of my meditations. Like when I was practicing my spiritual development, I would go to local spiritualist church nearby on their meditation. They would do like a meditation night once a month, and I'd always make sure I get in there if I could because I had a hard time meditating at home. I couldn't. I was always in my head, whatever, all the things, right? But when I went and sat there, it was just something about being able, maybe being in a room, probably helped being in a room with everyone else being in, like with the same intention, right? Like they're all there. If I look around me, everybody's eyes are closed. They're all connecting. They're all opening their energy and opening to meditate and meditate together. And it just really helped me to get confident in my connection, really. And so this is why I'm so big on gathering and community gathering in groups. I do a lot of group stuff because it is powerful, it is potent, and it helped me to up level. I feel like if I hadn't gone to those meditation classes or like gatherings, I don't know if I would have progressed as quickly because it was such a slow, and this is just my experience, it was just such a slow go trying to meditate on my own at home. And but that was just me. Other people have no problem meditating. Like we're on our own paths, right? But coming from my own experience, that's just why I'm so passionate about group work. So when we're going to be gathering in a group setting over Zoom on Tuesday, we are going to be blending our energies, putting out the intention that we all receive from this beautiful angel that's going to come down and just share his light with every single one of us. And it's going to hold us in his love and in his healing and in his energy and his protection, where we're going to feel safe, where we will be able to just take that deep breath and go, shoulders back, like literally relax. And when our bodies are relaxed, our nervous system is relaxed, our energy opens up even more and it continues to open and we expand our energy until we're this beautiful open channel where it is so much easier for the divine to come through and bring us like really, really powerful experiences. Like where maybe I've had people join my circles and they're like, oh, I never saw like a color before. And all of a sudden I'm starting to see colors. And I remember feeling that way for myself too, where I'd go my next minute, like I'd go into the meditation group and all of a sudden have this wild experience. I remember like one of the biggest experiences for me was feeling my horse come up to me. She's on the other side. And she literally brushed her nose is here, like tip of her nose right on my stomach. And I felt it and I felt the air. And I just had like automatic, I don't want to start crying, automatic tears down my eyes because I felt her. And I was like, oh my gosh, I haven't and I almost smelled that smell at the bar, and it makes me emotional when I think about that experience because it's just like she was right there, and it was so powerful. Another powerful experience I had in group meditation was when we were all calling in our spirit guides to come forward. And we were calling them in to stand behind us and to help us feel them. It was a development exercise. It was beautiful. I'm gonna definitely I'd love to facilitate like something like that, maybe in one of my free circles next month, and where we had our spirit guide come and blend behind us. And for the first time, and again in the group experience, I felt him, and I felt it was a male. I just felt like, oh, it's just like I feel like it's a male, and I just felt like this little bit of, not pressure that it hurt by any means, but just like, because somebody's behind you, and almost like this little bit of a brush up against my energy. It's hard to explain. I felt my body was feeling cold. I was feeling a little bit of cool air around my feet. And I was just like, "Ooh, this is energy. Okay, like I feel you and I feel safe right now. This actually feels good. Can you take one step forward even more closer to me?" And I started to get ideas like of what he was trying to tell me. And it's just like, I left that meditation like a whole different person. It was wild. So going off those few experiences and many other ones, it's just like I want to give people that. I want to hold space for them and to support them on their spiritual development path so that they can strengthen their connection to their own energy and to the energy of their guides, their spirit guides, their spirit team, and to their angels, because angels are this beautiful resource that we can access at any time, just like our spirit team. And I don't think that there's not enough people talking about angels, enough resources out there. And, I'm grateful and excited and happy to be connected to them in the way that I am. And I mean, and I don't say that in a way that I'm connected more to them than anybody else. We're all beautifully connected, however, in our own divine way and timing and all that. But I have purposely really focused a lot of my energy and my spiritual connections to deepening my connection with them in a way, and like opening up my channel to them so that they can like literally speak through me, so that they can literally teach through me, so that when I'm talking, I'm channeling like their information, their words, their essence, their energy, and so that it can uplift others and it can inspire everyone, and it can move them in a way that's going to better their life, whether it's just supporting their own energy, working with their own energy, or working with the energy of others and doing readings, whatever that looks like for everyone on their own beautiful individual path. So um Archangel Michael is like this beautiful big brother energy. He's protective and he makes me feel safe every time that I connect. And so I continue to utilize his energy and work with his energy and invite him in. And it's gotten to the point where I literally just say it out loud, or I say it in my mind, and he's here, and he gives me that support and that energetic protection, and that's all I need. Yeah, so if you're interested in just deepening your connection with Archangel Michael, or having a deep divine experience with him, if that's what you're needing right now in your life, you want to just sit in that, whatever you're feeling, and if you're needing, or if you're like being called or drawn to this type of experience, feel free to go to my website, angelconnectionswithash.com, or the link in my bio on Instagram, or just contact me through here, however, and I'm happy. I would love for you to join the group. It's going to be a beautiful experience, and I'm really, really excited for what he shows me. Archangel Michael is just, again, like shifting us all onto our path of alignment to live our soul's purpose, to live the path and the purpose that our soul in this lifetime here that we're living here, wants us to live, that blueprint of what we've created in the life that we want and the things we want to do in our life, right? And the angels and in spirit and our spirit team have a beautiful way of just shifting us, right? Whether it's a shift in mindset from a healing session, whether it's your shift in energy, like whatever that is, they're here to support us. And it's also a huge purpose, a huge part of my purpose in this life, and a part of these gifts that my soul has in this life, like these innate abilities, and we all have them for different purposes and different reasons, right? Um, but in this lifetime, like I truly feel like that I am able to support people on their path, to literally spirit shows me like the gifts within them, shows me like the pathways that are open to them if they so choose. Like for some clients I see, I'm like, oh yeah, that mediumship's right there if they want it. Oh, here's the Reiki path. That's very open to them too. No wonder they're being drawn to this. Like it all makes sense to me when I tell the information, right? So, yeah, I'm really excited for this class, for this. I don't even call it a class. It's an experience. I'm excited for this experience. I love Archangel Michael. He is a big part of my life. And I'm so flippant excited to just share his energy and share his love and share his uh, divine magic with everyone. So, all right. I'm going to leave it at that. And again, if you have any questions about anything that I've talked about, leave it in the chat below, leave it in the comments, or contact me, and I'm more than happy to connect.